friends. Say hey when you're hopping on. We are gonna get ready together today. All right, I've got to brush my hair and get all the things situated. Blonde is gonna be on here with us today. The Pirouette. If you've been wanting one of these like spinning, rotating, curling irons, it's your lucky day. So they had a Pirouette a while back, and this is like the new and improved version. Like, it went off their site for a while, and I got messages all the time being like, hey, where can I get that? How can I get that? And so now this is the new and improved version, and it just came out today. So I'm going to show you how to use it. Lange's Mother's Day sale is happening right now, so you can save up to 70% off on hair products, different tools, huge deal going on. They also offer Afterpay, so you can break it down over several payments, get the deal, and pay it off over payment. So that's a good one as well. Has anybody used a little Pirouette before? All right, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna give it just a minute for Lange to hop on. I am so tired, I can barely hold my eyes open. This baby of mine is just next level not sleeping. If anybody has 2-year-old sleep training tips, that would be awesome. I want to TRIMFIT and I don't think I have any up here. I have no energy. What? I just wanted to make like a really quick so I could sip on it throughout. Okay. All right, so she's gotten in the habit of not wanting to nap. So then she's just a crazy child all day. And then she has gotten into the habit of like really rough bedtimes. And she was a fantastic, like, you lay her down, she just goes to sleep. And now she started getting up throughout the night and just crying. And then she wants all these things, like, all throughout the night. And I'm just, I've tried laying her down and she just cries. And anyways, so if anybody has tips, I need to like read a book or something. I'm like, why are we not sleeping? Like, I need rest. So anyways, that's my morning. I was like, I had him get home from the gym about 20 minutes ago. And I was like, you're back. Can I sleep for 4 minutes and then go do a live? And it's like, 4 minutes wouldn't cut it. So I might as well just throw deodorant on and put some makeup on and get ready. All right, share this video, comment, share below, because we have an exciting tool that just dropped today. The little Pirouette, I'm going to be using the 32 millimeter. So I have a surprise. Do you guys want to hear about it? Actually, I'll show you. Hang on. So we have a room in our house that we used to film podcasts in. At one point it was my office, and then it went to the podcast room. It's been a child's room before. I was going to show you that it's cleared out. Adam said he cleared this out. It is not cleared out. That is not cleared out. We're going to have to work on that. Okay, anyways. So that's not cleared out. I will never find that. So today we have a local artist. Her name's Olivia Rickert. She's painted for us a lot in the past. And she painted Camp Swann. We have like a big rental camp. And she painted that and did murals all over the property. And they're so cute. So Lola and Lexi have been sharing a room for years. And Lola's been saying how she wants a room makeover and she would like her own room. And so I'm going to surprise her. Olivia's coming over at 11, so in an hour. Whoops. I popped a button, and now it won't stay, so just ignore it. And so Lola wants a koala, bear, and soccer themed bedroom. So I messaged Olivia and was like, hey, crazy request, but you think you could come up with something cute to surprise a 9-year-old with a koala and soccer room? And so we're going to make her her own bedroom. She has no idea that we're doing this. And Lexi does know, and she's been secret keeping, and I'm so proud of her. So that's what's going on today. All right, share this video, comment, share below. Yo, what have I got going on? You guys, I just feel like I put tennis shoes on because I read this thing that if you, there we go, much better. I read this thing that if you put on tennis shoes, it signals to your body, let's get things done. And I needed all the body signal, whatever, to be like, we are doing this. So anyways, I'm excited. So she's either going to do like a koala with flowers in her hair and little soccer balls type thing, or she's going to also on Lola's mood board. She had pictures of like Nashville preppy stuff. And Olivia said she could do koalas wearing cowboy boots and little vests, and playing soccer. So I don't know which direction we're going to go. I'm going to talk to her about it when she gets here. Okay, let's go. So Rival Heat Shield in my hair. That's just, it's a heat protectant. It is going to help protect your hair from damage. And then, I didn't make this even. What's going on? Just, when in doubt, just redo. And so it's going to make your hair hold curls. So if you struggle with your hair holding curl, then you should be using a heat shield. It will make the biggest difference in your hair holding curl. Also, the new titanium tool. Titanium, if your ribs and stomach stick out, like, you're probably normal. If your hair is hard to hold curl, titanium is what you need. For a flat iron, for a, all of it, for any sort of tool, you need a titanium because it is good for hard to curl, hard to straighten hair. Okay, so this new clip, look how much bigger. So we're just going to take a section and then I'm going to rotate. I do have extensions, so I'm curious to see how this is going to work with my extension, because I'm going to have to manually rotate just a hair, just by like lifting is what I mean by that. Because my natural hair and my extension are not the same length, but I'm going to make this work. How many servings a day can you drink of TRIMFIT? So we could, like, it has caffeine in it, so it would just depend on you. I normally do one, but if I'm having a day where I like need the sleep or need the energy, then I'll do one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Okay, if you start spinning it and it's going the opposite direction, then just rotate the other way. These buttons, I'm going to typically rotate towards the back of my hair. Look how pretty this curl is. This is kind of like curling for dummies. You clamp it down and you just press the button and it rotates. Oh, must be true you put on tennis shoes and cleaned your house yesterday, washed clothes, put a glove. Oh, yeah. So Launch just gave a great description of how titanium is different. It allows even distribution of heat and it helps achieve styles that they just last longer. They really do. Okay, you're gonna open that up just a little bit. And it's gonna stay just like this. And then, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds, you're just gonna release it. Facebook thinks I'm giving thumbs up, but I'm just holding a curling iron. It doesn't pull the hair. I'll show it how simple it is. So you just clamp your hair and then it just rotates the tool. So when you press the button, but really stunning curls. And then you can always go back to center by pressing like well, it's already at center, but for example, if it wasn't, you just press, like say you're halfway in and you're like, oh, I want to redo my hair again. Press to center, it'll go there. So you clip your hair in this plate, pretend the hair's in it, and press the button, and it's just gonna wrap the hair around it. Okay. So clipping it down. So great for beginners, pros, everything. I mean, if you can clamp it down and press a button, you can get curls for your hair. I do know people who really struggle to be able to curl their hair, and this is kind of like curling for dummies. Okay, so they do have a big Mother's Day sale happening. Drop below something you want for Mother's Day. What are like Mother's Day ideas that you have? I told Adam, and I was not kidding, I was like, I just would like to sleep in, but Mother's Day comes on a Sunday, so we have church. But I was like, I don't even want breakfast in bed. Just like take care of the kids and let me sleep for an hour. Like I would love, obviously I'm sleep deprived, depleted. It's been several nights in a row. She's getting up for hours at a time, and she's wild because she's doing it. I do have some extensions in my hair, so if you're like, what is in her hair? I have some little K-tip extensions, and then I also have a weft that is hand-tied. So, and I'm almost to the point of, should I go short? Let's see. Rotate, 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 rotate all the way up. I'm going to do these shorter sections on their own. I'm going to grab that. This, you want this. Yes, titanium makes the biggest difference. I have hair that is kind of the texture of a horse's tail. And it really, I've used Friends curling irons. I used ceramic curling irons growing up, and I was somebody who, you curl your hair, get 2 kids ready for church, be ready to walk out the door, and pretty much because I only curled my hair on church days sometimes because I have a lot of kids and they were just all little at the same time. And so that was the day, my get ready day for real. And by the time I got there, it'd be like, well, you can't tell I got ready. And that is the story of my hair experience. And so on this side, I'm going like clamping under and rotating. So that I don't get a crease. And titanium changed the game for me. Like it made it to where my hair, it just holds curls for days. Like days. And I only curl my hair maybe once a week, and I just let it live. And I will freshen up any spots that might need it. If you're like, what is going on with her hair? It's the extensions. I know. I am so close to cutting it off, and so I have some damage to my hair currently, and that is why I was trying the extensions, because maybe it would help my hair be able to grow. Oh no, don't go in there. And without my like weird mullet showing, and it's been successful, but I'm just like, it's getting hot and I feel claustrophobic some days. And so because of the damage and the mullet look that I have on my hair, I would need to cut my hair to about here. I just don't know if I want to do it. So for today, I'm still long haired, but I'm really considering it. I'm also going to put some dry shampoo in my hair. If your hair looks like this, it's not necessarily greasy, but you can tell it's been a couple days since I washed it. I'm going to teach you what to do. How good are these curls? Just so easy. So easy. Okay, again, on this, I'm on my right side. I'm going under with that little clip and then rotating towards the back of my hair so that my hair matches. Is there a difference in sizes of this curling iron? This is the 32 millimeter, which is equivalent to 1 1/4 inches. Teresa says, my hair is thin and straight, and Lange has completely changed my hair game. Love doing her hair now. That makes my heart so happy. Angel says her hair has never held curl until she started using titanium curling tools from Lange. Yep. Can I show you again? You always get a crease. Yes. So the way you want to do this so you don't get a crease is you want to go where the hair wraps smoothly. If you put your hair in and then you go the opposite direction, it makes like a fold, and you don't want that. Nobody wants a crease. Oh, Loving these girls. Again, if you need to go to center before you do this to your hair, so clamp it down. And then the crease she's talking about is, for example, if I were to go this way, do you see how that like folded that on top of itself? You don't want that. So you want it to just be a totally smooth transition for the hair to go around. Also, if you have these, maybe your hair is different layers and you have something kind of like I've got going on and you're like, I don't know if I can get that to go into that. You probably could, but you can always use this as just a little wand for your little small sections if you needed to. The reason I think that's important is there are sometimes little hairs like on the back of my head I cannot exactly see to get it in a clip. So knowing, it was about 10 times of me using a little Pirouette before I realized I bet I could just wrap that around and ta-da! Like, sure enough, so little pro tip, little hack. Okay. These, if you notice anything that doesn't look as curly as you want it, clamp it down and rotate and rotate. Do you ever watch like 80s aerobics? My grandmother used to watch this video called The Firm, and we had it on VHS as a recorded episode, and she watched the same episode. And it was about like rotating your hips, and you'd rotate and rotate. I was probably 4, and she had like little bands that were weighted and these yellow weights, and she did wear a leotard. And I would just like pretend to do it too. My grandma had great legs, and she did these like at-home aerobics classes when I was little, in between chain smoking cigarettes inside the house. She did quit smoking as I got older, which was really good because she did have lung cancer, and had she stopped earlier, maybe she'd still be with us. But that's what she'd do. She'd do like these workout videos, and then she would like in between breaks like chain smoke. And now looking back at it, inside of our house, or her house, and then she also had a bird named Fred who is still alive to this day. And he, when she would like be totally done, she's like, okay, then she would get Fred out of his cage, and he would like sit on her shoulder, or he loved to perch on her feet. And so she'd cross her feet, and Fred would just like perch on her big toe or on her feet and walk all the way from her toe up her leg to her arm, back and forth, back and forth. And she'd watch like just different things on TV. But anyways, the rotate is what got me there. That's what took me there. Your mom and you did 80s every afternoon in the summer, and she also smoked. It was a thing. Like, it was a total thing in the house. When my grandparents passed away, my grandmother passed away, they helped raise me. My parents had me in high school, and so I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. And probably the person I am today, and a lot of these, like, I just like treasure the relationship I had with my grandparents. And my parents, but I feel like they were doing the best they can for their age, but I really like love that they just open arm, like just adored me. So she passed away, and then my grandfather stayed in the house, right? And she was very sick, but we didn't know he was going to pass away. So that was just like tragic. And that happened 2 years ago for him. And Lola was 6 weeks old when she passed away, and Lola's 9 now. So about 9 years ago for her. And he kept her house the exact same, like her perfumes out, her robes out, her, she had been gone like 7 years when he passed away, but he just like would go out and like water her rose bushes and be like, Mama's gonna love this, like as if she just was hanging out with him. And so when he passed away, we bought their house. And I just couldn't handle, like, we have rental properties anyways, and I was like, we'd already bought the camp. We really didn't need to, but I was like, take it on the loan. We can't sell it. Like, I can't handle somebody coming in and just like, I don't know. But we ended up having to go in and redo a good bit of it, and we have renters there now. But coming full circle, when we pulled up the carpet, there were just like smoke burns all over their, it's like a maroon carpet. And it is a miracle that over the years, their house just did not catch on fire because there were so many burn holes and you couldn't tell because it was still like a maroon shack. And got lucky, folks. But I'm like, well, that's because we were doing smoking aerobics. He did. He absolutely loved her. And she loved him. This is just great. It was beautiful. Took care of her, and she would always get up early and cook him breakfast, and great cook. I don't know. I feel like I would just love to have gotten to have them a little longer. But, you know, not everybody gets that. So I just treasure what I did have. All right, going back towards the back of my hair. Your curls never stay, so you get so upset. Okay, I would use a heat protectant. Do not wash your hair every single day. If you're washing your hair daily, your hair's just too soft. Honestly, my hair holds curls better. I am at like day 3 here right now, and it does have a little oil. Like I didn't go ahead and dry shampoo or anything. I wanted you to see this is what my hair looks like, right? And you could put dry shampoo on before you do this, or you could do it after, which is what I'm going to do. But either way, and so you want your hair to be a little gritty, a little dirt, something for the tool to hold on to. And then you want to just, titanium. If you struggle with your hair holding curl, titanium tools. They have titanium curling irons. They have titanium tools like this. They have titanium flat irons, but titanium is the game changer. Oh. All right, so we are going in to do this last little section in a minute. So Olivia's coming to do the art project here at the house, and then Lexi has a word ceremony at school, and I was like, do you want me to go to this? This was yesterday. And she's like, no, I don't think I'm getting an award, so don't worry about it. So I was like, okay. So then this morning, she was like, are you coming to my award ceremony? I was like, you said not to. That you didn't think you're getting an award. She's like, yeah, but what if I do get one? I was like, do they let you know beforehand? She was like, yeah, but what if I got one? And I didn't know it, and you weren't there. So I was like, okay, so do you want me to go? And she's like, yeah, just in case. So that is now what we're going to go do this afternoon. And she's 99.9% sure she is not getting an award. But we will be there just in case she does. So she's like, what if you don't go? And then I get one, and then I'll be so sad. So like, okay. So we're going to go to the award ceremony day that probably will have no award. But that's okay. Like I have nothing to do today. You guys have 5 days left of school. There's nothing else I need to get done before school's out or work stuff or anything. You got it. But that's at, it's like this afternoon. So I have plenty of time. But yeah, Adam was like, well, you could nap. You could take a nap this afternoon. I really do. I'm like, I feel almost, when your words don't make sense because you've just been getting like 3 or 4 hours of sleep per night. And I was like, I don't think naps in our future. We've got to go to that award thing. He's like, she's not getting an award though. I was like, moral support. We're the moral support award parents. So, okay, how amazing are these curls with this tool? It really is pretty simple to use. You clamp it down and rotate it to the back of your head. These make great gifts. Any launch tool actually makes such a good gift. I love to stock up when they are on sale. I love to stock up on hair products when they have a good deal going on. Look at that. There's this like Kardashian, like Kris Jenner, the mom. There's this like sound, and she's like, look at this. look, like I've waited my whole life for this. And I'm like, that's kind of how I feel about this. Maybe we should do, I have a free accountability group that we just post recipes and like workouts and just different things. I've been on a health journey for a long time. I have now lost 125 pounds. And it is just not easy. Like it has taken me years. And, but maybe we should do like, find a workout video, and you know how you could do those like Zoom calls or something, maybe in there we could all do a workout video. Like I would love to do an 80s aerobics class. Wouldn't be as much fun just by myself, but maybe we could all do it together. That'd be fun. Great. Here we go. So for this, clamping it down, and again, if you notice it's going like, oh no, it's gonna make a bend, just move to the other button. So I'm trying to let my hair grow out as well, Amanda, and I just kind of cheated the system and I got some extensions. So I was at that point, my natural hair is about, I don't know, right here, and it's kind of like that mid-length. It's not short and it's not long, and that's normally where I impulsively chop it off because I'm like, it's just not doing it. So instead of that, I got extensions this time, and so that's a good little thing to try if you're like, I really want it to grow, it's not happening fast enough. Okay. So you've recently lost 40 pounds, you're continuing to lose, but your hair is starting to fall out. So I would look into making sure you're getting enough vitamins into your system. Like if that's happening, there could be a reason. You could be deficient. I would even look up like what vitamins do you need to take if you are like your hair is falling out. And then collagen is so good for hair regrowth. And then Launch has like a hair thinning system, and it is good to help with hair that's thinning. So, but collagen is so good for, I started really increasing my collagen after I had Veda because I've had bad postpartum hair loss before, and it made the biggest difference. Again, so this one, I just don't feel like it's as curled as maybe some of the others. So press the middle button, go back to center. Oh, don't get any other hairs in with it or you'll be a mess. And you can also, if you're like, I don't want to keep rotating, I don't want to hit my ear, hold your wand and twist your wrist. See how I got about a half of a rotation? So if you're worried, I don't want to burn something, just stop with the button and manually just rotate it. It's not going to get like tangled up because it has this swivel cord, and this is just going to help you. Drop a heart below if you are loving these curls. I'm going to show you what I do for dry shampoo and to try and kind of get to not look greasy. I'm going to also spray a little bit of more of this Rival Heat Shield. It smells like watermelon gummy worms. I love gummy worms. And that's what it smells like. Like when people hug you, they're like, you smell so good. It's Launch. It's their shampoo, it's their conditioner. I love their hair masks. Okay, we're to the top. So I'm going to strategically brush this part out without getting my curls. So use a gentle hand. And your curls are just going to look prettier when they are smooth. So get all those tangles out. If you get it too tight, press the button, loosen it up, the opposite button. It's just gonna loosen up, and then you can use your hand to, you know, if you want a little closer to your scalp, if you're like, ah, hot, use your hand. You can like unravel it without necessarily having to press the button too. Which mask do I recommend for hydration? The Rehab mask is so good. And that's good for all hair types. They also have a Barago mask if your hair is thick or curly or coarse. Say that 5 times fast. You can't go wrong. Okay. This section of my hair is much shorter because this is mostly my natural hair. I'm gonna rotate, and I am leaving a little bit of this tail out, and then I'll show you. I just opened the clip a little, not that much, and kind of slide my hair in. Hear my cats? Meow. It thinks I'm doing a thumbs up. If you have an iPhone, you probably see a thumbs up. Okay, don't forget to share this video. They're giving away one of these tools for free today. So Lucky Duck is gonna win this today. So be sure you're sharing, comment shared below. I also love because it makes it to where the curls are very uniform. They all look the same. Clamping it down. Rotating. Ooh! Hazel, the split end mender is great. I have not tried that one. That is on my list. I've tried almost all of Lange's products over the years. I've been using their hair care for about 7 years now. But I have not tried that one. That's on my next order. I do like to stock up when they have a big sale running on, like going, and I can't even talk. People are gonna get, does she have something wrong with her? No, she's tired. She's one tired mother. It's just so many kids. I feel like last week kids were sick, so I was up with them. Just a tired mom today. I cannot even function. I told Adam he could drive to the award ceremony and that maybe I could sleep on the ride there. We have, our age gap of our children is very big. So we have a 15-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and then a 2-year-old. And if you're wondering what that's like, it's like having a high schooler, a middle schooler, an elementary, and a toddler all at once. And I love their like connection with each other, but normally like when my other kids were little, I had 3, 5 and under, right? They were all really close. And it was kind of just like a season where everybody was tiny and you just like survival mode, that's what you do. But they didn't have sports, you know, they were 3, 5. And they didn't have all these other things. Well, now bringing a baby into it with big kids, it's like, goodness, we have things all the time. And the baby will just like fall asleep at a soccer game or something. She's just, it's like, oh, I wish I could. But it has just been a little like, I think that's where you feel it, is you're just so, I'm in like that chauffeur season of my life. And then I'm also in the season where people tell you like, just nap when she naps. But that isn't possible. Oh, look at this. I'm going to put it on my list. Nap. Where can I fit it in? Maybe it's a car ride. Okay, if you have kids, drop below what your kids' ages are. Does anybody have a big gap too? And then every now and then Adam's like, we should have another. And on some weeks, I even feel that way. And then on days like today, I just think, I don't think I could. I don't think I can. All right, here we go. Which one smells like watermelon gummies? It is the Rival Heat Shield. You do want to use this in moderation. This is not one you want to oversaturate your hair with. It does have alcohol in it. So, and when you hear that, you're like, what? But it's a preservative. But if you use way too much, it would dry your hair out. But I only use a couple squirts all over, and it helps protect your hair from heat damage. And it smells amazing, and it makes your curls last a long time. I just like to tell you that so that you don't, like glass hair, I just saturate my whole head with it, and it and this one I don't on purpose. Like I use it kind of sparingly, but it serves an incredible purpose. 17, 15, and 5. Oh, Jessica, you've got a 10-year gap. 11, 7, 3. Whew. 24, 21, 16, 15. Everybody has lots of kids. You all know exactly. Oh my goodness, Faith. You have an almost 18-year-old and now pregnant. I cannot imagine. Oh, the tiredness with pregnancy. Bless your heart. You need a nap. If I lived closer, well, you don't need me to even watch a kid. I'll just tell you, I'll do your laundry so you can nap. Okay. So we're planting our garden, and we've had some weather holdbacks, like, you know, some storms, some rain, all these things. So I thought all the garden stuff would be done by now. So in Courtney fashion, I already ordered all my roots, like rooting plants. So I have like all these strawberry roots that have started blooming in a bag. I ordered all my seeds, and then I actually ordered plants. Like I have 2 lemon trees have arrived, some lavender, and I don't have a garden for them to go into yet. So I'm just trying to keep them alive between now and when our garden will be finished. But I am so excited. I want to be in my water plants, feed the bird, slow down, stop and smell the roses era. That is the summer I want to live. I already have warned my children. Like this is the chill summer. Everybody get ready for it. We're reading books. We're doing board games. We're doing chalk. We're doing days where we do nothing, where we're like laying in the grass. I say this and then our summer will end up, Lexi has cheer practice 4 days a week. But it's in the morning, and once it's done, she's done. Okay, so this is a perfect example of where that, like, knowing that you could twist it. I do not want a tight curl right here. So I am just going to use this like a wand and wrap it around just like this. Those are my summer goals. I still have to work, you know. Unfortunately, I'm not retired yet, so I've got to work a little, but I just want to, like, be intentional. Sometimes I fill my days with just all kinds of things, like busy stuff, or my kids do, or whatever. And this, I really do. I'm working on being intentional, that not having, like, sometimes if we don't have plans, I'm like, we should go out of town for the weekend, or we should do this or this, like, and like not knowing what to do in times of when it isn't like that. And so I'm really working on like personal development, that your life doesn't have to be chaos all the time. It could be calm, and that is something beautiful. Love glass hair. It's absolutely amazing. I am obsessed with glass hair. It is completely changes your hair. It's so good. I'm obsessed with this hair tool. Like, look at this. If you look around and you feel a couple places that you're like, why isn't that as fluffy as I want? Or I think I need a little more curl there. Just go do it. You got this. But feel around. You can often tell by feel if you missed something. You could also use a mirror in the back if you wanted, just to make sure you got it all. Ooh, good tip from Launch. Any favorite products that are out of stock? So their stuff does sell out. When they have these big 70% off sales that are going on right now, some things sell out fast. And sign up for the restock notification. And when it restocks, then you're the first to be notified. And then you're able to get it. So that's a good tip. I saw somebody do this the other day, and I was curious. If you could go back and tell your 20-year-old self, your 18-year-old self, something, what is your life tip? And I think we could all learn from these, but what is something, whether it's a beauty tip, a health tip, a parenting tip, whatever season you are, but if you could go back and tell yourself something, what would that be? And then put your age. So if it's like Lisa, here's my tip, age 41 or something. And then we can know who these came from. So I was blocked on Facebook jail last week and I missed it so much. My life the last 9 or 10 years has been doing videos with you guys, and over the years, you know, people come and go, but a lot of you I see often on here or get to talk to in messages or guys comment, and just the community we have here, and I was missing it so much. I got ready and I just got ready. Didn't do a video or anything over the weekend. I just got ready for church and I was like, this is so weird. I'm so used to hanging out and talking. Ooh, Jess gives hers. Go to college, 51. Be authentic, 39. Save more money, age 70. Not to drink when things get stressful. Love that. Wear sunscreen. Be yourself. These are going to make me cry. Not to worry so much about having a clean house and spend more time with your kids when they were little and babies. Oh, y'all. Enjoy everything like it's your last. It might be. Get out of the sun and take care of your skin. I think I should do a post about this and have you guys comment just so people can go through and read. Family is more important. Work to live, not live to work. Turned 60 last week. Finish school. Focus on self goals. Be intentional with your time, with kids and mom. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. She's 67. Janet grew up using baby oil and sun-in on her hair. Stacy, don't worry so much. Shelly says she's 56 and her kids were involved in everything. She would just slow down and enjoy just being. Speaks to my soul, Shelly. Just do something fun. Live life to the fullest. Not to let other people change you. Don't care what other... Do you guys see? If you could go back and tell yourself something, and how many of us could learn from that now? Like, wow, the wisdom literally in the room. Slow down and take time for yourself. Live life without regrets. It's okay to say no. These are good. Learn to love yourself and others will too. I love seeing everyone's ages beside this, especially in a culture where not always people don't like to share their age, but I think that there's so much to be said about wisdom from all ages, you know? Okay, we got to finish doing this. I can't read. I'm a horrible reader and crawler at the same time. So I'm gonna do this. You guys read through these comments. They're good. For those asking when to use glass hair, I know we've talked a lot about glass hair today. I use it on wet hair, and then I'll also use it if my hair is dry and I want to refreshen it with a blowout brush like the Le Volume. I'll spray it on my dry hair and then get the Le Volume to go through it, because you do have to dry it. It's heat activated. Oh my gosh, I love these thoughts. Don't sweat the small stuff. Drum roll, well, I'm just giving away this tool. If you haven't shared yet, share below. So I would really, as I'm slowing down, but I also do want to focus on things that us as a community can do like this, like advice, recipes, doing things together, like in person and virtually. I just think that that is so fun, and we all can just get something from each other, you know? So good. Pray more. Other people's opinions about me is none of my business. Just be kind. Ah, love that, Rachel. In the hard times, they don't last. Cling to your Bible. Appreciate what you have each day. You never know what tomorrow brings. These are so good. Thank you for sharing these with me. If you're new to hopping on and you're like, what are all these people doing? It's if you could give yourself, if you could give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be? I love you guys too. You need me as your neighbor. Spoiler alert, I'm the worst neighbor. So because I am introverted, I literally have met none of my well, I met 2 of them, but I never see them. I want to, but then I feel like, how weird are they gonna feel if I come by and say hi? Even one of my neighbors have chickens, and I want to go over there and hang out with her kids and her chickens so bad, and I just can't bring myself to do it because I don't want to like inconvenience someone. And then my other neighbor, they just put in the most beautiful garden. I can see it from where I am right now, right there. And they were out in their garden. We have 10 acres, so kind of your neighbors are a little far away because they also have 10 acres and then the other people have 10 acres. And so it's like, they're not very close neighbors, right? And so I'm like, well, how weird am I if I just walk over there and be like, so what you planting? Or what if they don't want to hang out? Or what if I'm just annoying? And sometimes I'll use Veda as my, well, who's going to say no to a cute baby? And I'll be like, let's go say hi to the neighbor. But I am, you probably would not like me as a neighbor because I'm not the best neighbor. I mean, if their dogs get out and they're out of town and somebody they're like, hey, can you go get our dogs? We're like, of course. Or if we notice like, hey, I've got your dog. And they're like, oh no, we're out of town. Like, I'm not a mean person or anything. I'm just so uncomfortably introverted. I'm also going to work on that. That's why I want to learn how to bake, because I feel like if I brought you something, if I brought you a banana nut bread, well, maybe not nuts because some people can't do nuts. If I brought you something, a baked good, then it's like, well, if they didn't want to see me, they're still, ooh, I hit the wrong button. Then they're still probably happy I came by just because I brought a muffin. Kristen, I love that advice. Never be afraid to stand up for yourself. That's what I'm trying to teach my children, that yes, be kind, but kindness does not mean tolerate being abused. And I don't think that was taught to me very well. And I grew up with some situations that looked normal, but now as an adult, I realized those were not healthy and those were not normal. And I want to teach my children that it is not okay to get ran over. And I'm still learning this as a grown-up now. Like, just because you're kind does not mean you have to tolerate people running you over or being mean to you or embarrassing you publicly or like all these things. Like, that has nothing to do with kindness. Okay. I knew it when I was doing this. I needed to do it more this way. Hang on. If you ever feel like your curl's wonky, I'm just using this as a wand right now. Okay. And then I'm going to use my fingers to brush that curl into this other section of hair because I want them to look like they got curled at the same time. Winner is picked. Winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations. Elizabeth Maskia? Sorry if I butchered that, but email giveaway at launch, subject giveaway winner CW. Also, I will probably be known as Courtney Wheeler in most things the rest of my life. Like CW is because I used to be Courtney Wheeler and now I got remarried late in life and I'm CORTNEYSWANN. But it says email CW. So if you're like, why CW? It's because when I started with Launch, I was Courtney Wheeler. I had not even met Adam yet when I got started with them. If that just blows your mind. I have been in a relationship with Launch longer than I have been with my husband. Okay, we're gonna do dry shampoo and hairspray in a minute. This is when it's all going together. All gonna. Congratulations. Okay, feel around. Do you feel, see, when you start feeling, do you feel areas that are fuzzy, not curled? They just don't feel like the rest. Like most of your hair is going to feel, I can tell it's curled. The texture feels very smooth. It's, you know, all of that. And this area, I can tell it isn't. So I don't want to be finished yet until I get that done. And then I promise you, I'm going to show you how I finishing style this hair. It's a Lion King theme song. You would think I watch the Lion King often. I think of the songs like Hakuna Matata or like In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle a lot. And I have not watched the Lion King as a grown-up. When they say that music sticks into your brain and you just remember it. We did go to a Lion King play this year on Broadway for my birthday. But that's often people ask me, like, what's your favorite music? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite this? Normally it's all kids stuff. Like I've been mothering since I was 19 and I've been in just a season of like just more and more little kids. And I do not know anything popular unless it's a kid's movie or song. I did not do this makeup live. This is actually a 3-minute makeup look. Probably one of the fastest makeup looks I've ever done because I just struggled to get myself up and going. Veda had been up for a long time and we'd kind of been like laying around. If it tells you anything, she kept wanting to get down and I was like, what if we go get some cookies? She's like, I love cookies. And I was like, how about we go get, and I had a little bag of those, oh, what do you call them? I don't know. I don't know what kind of cookie they are. I can't think of it. They're like a sugar cookie. And kind of like a wafer, I guess. Like, not an animal cookie. Well, it doesn't matter. But I was like, 7:30 this morning. Like, sure. We're going to watch baby dolls on YouTube, which is people just playing with baby dolls. She loves it. It's the most boring thing you've ever seen, but she loves it. And that's what we did. And she ate cookies. Okay, so I used This is Deja Vu dry shampoo. I also love their Style Revival Super Dry Shampoo. So it just depends on which one you'd rather do. If your hair is really greasy, I'll show you the difference. The Style Revival does have a little more of like a white chalky look to it. Do you see? It's got a rice starch and it's a super dry shampoo. So if you feel like you just need a little more texture, Deja Vu dry shampoo, or you're on day 1 or 2 here. If your hair is super greasy, do Style Revival because it's a super dry shampoo. You also could do this before you style your hair. Give it a little extra grit to hold on to. But I kind of love using it after I've curled my hair, almost as a texturizing spray. Like, do you see how I'm getting so much volume and texture by adding that dry shampoo? I use my fingers now to kind of go through my hair and separate it. Yes, this dry shampoo is by Lunch. And then I'm using, must not have put that lid on well. Then I'm using Trois Chic 3-way hairspray to set these curls in place. So they call it a 3-way hairspray because you can pick light, medium, or heavy hold. And so, do you hear the difference? Like if I moved it to heavy, a bunch comes out. And then you can move it to light, just whatever it is you're wanting. The light is more of a fine mist. But it's great to know that it has that feature. So that if you're like, whoo, it's a lot of hairspray, you can turn it down. Or if you're like, that's not enough, I want high heavens hair, well, crank it up. I feel like I see it's this. It's not really curled. So just clamp it down. If you find anything, you can just add a little curl to it. Since I do have hairspray in my hair now, I'm not going to let it hold as long because I don't want my hair to get crispy. The barrel size I used was the 32 millimeter, which is the equivalent to a 1 1/4 inch. And then I'm just going to take my fingers and kind of do that. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it off. Even though it has an auto shut off, it's just good to turn your tools off. And you can always put a little bit of marula oil, like a hydrating mist, in your hair if you feel like you want a little more texture and shine. If you need any sort of frizz serum, you can use that at this point. Pretty much, I think, I don't know where my marula oil is. That would be the only thing that right now, typically I like to add into it. And I don't see it. Anyways, this is my finished hair using the new Pirouette. Congratulations to the winners. Several winners on this video. If you like my videos, Joy Fry, congratulations. Elizabeth Masca, congratulations. You won one of these Pirouette. So if you have questions about anything, you can always send me a message. And if you like my videos, if you can tell a friend about me, that would be awesome. Tag a friend, share, like, you've got to follow this girl if you like them, you know. It's pouring down rain. Are you kidding? Pouring on a good hair day. It's okay. Maybe it'll be done by the time I go. And Olivia just pulled up. She's getting paint out of her car, actually, bless her heart, in the rain. And she's about to paint this mural for Lola. I will post stuff on Instagram so you can follow along with the process of her painting Lola's room. And anyways, I just love you guys. I really do. Thanks for being on here with me.